Hi, my name is Kim Veer. I'm currently serving as the principal of Pine Street Elementary School. I've been here for 8 years as principal, but personally do have a very close connection to Pine Street. I was able to attend here as a student from approximately 1978 to 6 years later. I was a student kindergarten through 5th grade, and then had the fortunate opportunity to come back and be a teacher my first year of teaching in 1995, and I taught here for 4 years. So being a student, a teacher, and now a principal, certainly a full circle moment here at Pine Street. But this has been a very special year here at our school. We are celebrating our 60th year as an elementary school here in Rockdale County. In 1957, Rockdale Elementary School opened up. That was the original name of Pine Street. Its name changed shortly thereafter. So in honor of that time period, we wanted to make sure we were looking back in the past and honoring that time. So we were the only elementary school in 1957. Obviously, we're not the only one now, but wanting to honor that time period. And so we did a lot of research, studying the last 60 years, specifically that beginning year as well, looking at what was the history of our school, the artifacts that we had within our school, and we also invited alumni back, alumni students, teachers, administrators, and even community personnel that were connected to our school. They were able to be interviewed by our students, and we collected those interviews to kind of create a historical album of this year.
We had chalkboards and we had erasers. You wrote with a chalk, and then this is how you cleaned it off.
My first grade, I was here in 1974.
Wow.
And guess what? This is my classroom.
What?
This used to be Miss Jernigan's class.
What?
And this is my first grade classroom, right here. We didn't know what a computer was. We did everything by pencils.
Right in the middle of the media floor was a snake. It was about, take your arm and put it up in the air. It was about as long from your fingertip to your elbow. It was a tiny, skinny snake. It was a little snake. And they looked at the snake and they said, well, this is amazing. This is a pine snake. A pine snake at Pine Street School. We laughed and we laughed. And the good news is, a pine snake is not dangerous.
Is that an air conditioner? That was not here.
In 5th grade is we had this teacher that all of us just really loved. She was a lot of fun. She laughed with us all the time. She was like short, heavy set. And if you made 100 for a whole 9 weeks on your spelling test, she brought ice cream to school, and the people that made the 100 the whole 9 weeks got to go outside by ourselves, and there was a rock right down here. And we would sit on a rock and eat our ice cream. That was our treat.
I wonder, is that the same rock then?
That is.
It's a real big rock.
So, I came to Pine Street in like 1968. Back then, do y'all know what integration is or segregation? If you know, just raise your hand. So integration, or what was occurring at that time, the white students went to one school and the black students went to another school. You put your hands down. I just wanted to see if you were familiar. So, so typically I was going to the black school, but this was voluntary integration to come to the white school. We came to the white school. And so I told my parents in the 2nd grade, so I'm about 7 or 8, right, that I want to go to the white school. And they were supportive, and they allowed me to attend Pine Street. And so during those times, it was a challenge, but the leaders wanted to be more inclusive, to bring people together, to help understand people, to be more tolerant of people. So that was the beginning. And so if you look around this room, we all look different. But back then it was homogeneous. And if you don't know that, and your teacher can explain it. So it was a good experience. It's helped to make me who I am today. for perseverance, tenacity, sticking to it, focus, goals.
But under this pecan tree on the playground, we would play jump rope and we would play hopscotch and we would play chase and tag and all the things that you guys do. We didn't have playground equipment, we did have swings. Now the swings that we had, imagine your swings about twice as tall as us.
In March, we had our 60th birthday party, and we invited, of course, the alumni back again and our current students, as well as all of the community to celebrate the 60th birthday of our school. And that was a very precious time of reminiscing, going into classrooms where they may have taught or had class in, just appreciating those memories and those friendships that happened a long time ago. So in April of this year, our students put on a decades performance where we looked at art and music from the last 60 years. Each grade level was assigned an era to focus on, and we culminated that event in a performance. So all of the school was invited, and all of the parents and all of the students, and it was a wonderful time of celebration for music and art.
since I've lived in Conyers, and so I'm kind of a little sad. It's like a bittersweet moment. Sad, but happy at the same time. Yeah.
A lot of times our kids, our students grow up and come back and teach and be a part of it, or have their students or their own kids come back. It's really a family school to sort of see that heritage. It just makes you feel like you're a part of something really nice.
And we three were all third grade buddies. We taught together for many years.
It's been exciting to know that this building's been here for 60 years, and it's a little sad to know that we're going to leave this building and leave it behind, but it is exciting to know that we're going to get a new building in July.
This is where our bus students will come in. Our cafeteria is to the right, our media center is to the left, which backs up against the office area. What you have behind you are officially the two entrances to the classroom buildings, which you see the color that designates the hallway. But that will be another learning space for you to take your students and be able to have different structures, different lessons, different presentations.
All right, so reflecting on this year as being the final year here in this building and the transition that is about to occur to the new facility, it is a mixture of emotions. It's been a wonderful year honoring the past. I'm sure as we begin the transition, it will be emotional. As I reflect on my own childhood experiences here, or even my first teaching experiences, they were very precious. But what I realize is that sometimes we reflect on a building being a part of those memories, but it's often the heart and the people. So we're going to do a heart transplant into our new facility because we want to continue the legacy that Pine Street has started in creating wonderful childhood memories. We know this is a great next step for our school community and our children especially, to have a place of learning that really honors their childhood and gives them great opportunities to be forward future thinkers.